ChatGPT has been the undisputed king of AI. Until now, meet DeepSeek, the underdog that's beating ChatGPT in ways you never expected. I spent over 100 hours testing both tools, and today I'm revealing exactly where DeepSeek dominates and where ChatGPT still reigns, and how you can use both to level up your game. This isn't about good versus bad, it's about which tool dominates a specific task. Both tools wins, but differently. Let's start with raw power. I tested both models on 3 criteria: speed, accuracy, and context memory. First, let's see which among them is the fastest to respond to a request. We're going to start with DeepSeek. We asked it to generate a 500-word of blog on the topic AI in 2030. Let's see how fast it's going to respond. Now, just like this, DeepSeek is going through a process of reasoning. It is understanding what you want, it's explaining the code to itself so that it can give you an accurate feedback. So just like this is actually all DeepSeek has generated for us. For a total time it took about 17 seconds. As you can see it here, it took about 17 seconds to generate all we wanted. It's not about the content, the context, it's all about the speed in this test. All we want is to see how fast it's responded, which is actually not bad. So let's see how ChatGPT is going to react. We gave it the same question: generate a 500-word of blog on the topic AI in 2030. We run the code and see how fast it's going to respond. From the way it's going, it seems ChatGPT is going to respond more faster than DeepSeek, but let's see how it's going to be. Just like this is actually all we have gotten from ChatGPT. This is all the text we have gotten for a 500-word of blog. It took ChatGPT about 10 seconds to respond, which is actually faster than DeepSeek. For the first test, I'm going to give ChatGPT a win. You're a programmer. Which tool should you use? Which tool will be faster and better for your taxes? Is it ChatGPT or DeepSeek? Let's check it out. We're going to test its accuracy. How accurate is its answers? First, we're going to start with ChatGPT. We're going to make it to create a layout with 2 floated divs, one on the left and one on the right, and ensure the content below clears the floats. Let's run this code on ChatGPT and see the response. As you can see here, now it is generating the code that we want. So just like that, this is actually all the code that has been generated from ChatGPT. So we're going to copy it and we're going to run it. When we do that now, this is actually what ChatGPT created for us, which is actually not bad. But let's see how DeepSeek is going to respond to this same request. Create a layout with 2 floated divs, one on the left and one on the right, and ensure the content below float. DeepSeek is processing. It's explaining the code to itself before it gives you feedback. Just like this here, this is actually what DeepSeek generated for us. So let's run this code and see what is going to be the output. This is actually what DeepSeek generated for us. From here, you will point out that DeepSeek gives us a better option. And for that, I'm going to give DeepSeek a win. We're going to test its context memory. I inserted a 2,000 word of research on the topic AI. And this is actually what we had. So just below it here, as you can see here, I said summarize this 200 word of research. We're using DeepSeek for that. And let's run this and see how it's going to summarize it. DeepSeek is working now. It's going through the process of summarizing the 2,000 word of blog. As you can see here, DeepSeek has finished summarizing. Now the total number of words we have here is 345, which is actually not bad. From 2,000 to 345, that's a summary. Let's ask it a question. In the 200 research word, what are some risks of AI? Now DeepSeek is under work. This is actually what it's giving us. The first AI risks, DeepSeek said, algorithmic bias and discrimination. The second one, it said privacy and violation and data exploitation, which is also a point. The third one, it said job displacement and economic disruption, which is actually right because AI is going to consume a lot of jobs that humans do. The fourth one, it said autonomous weapons and lethal AI. The fifth one, existential risk from super intelligence, which is also a point. So now, this is actually what we have gotten from DeepSeek. Let's see how ChatGPT is going to respond. We inserted the 2,000 word of research on AI, as you can see it here. So just below, we wrote summarize this 200 word of research. Now it's under a process of summarizing the 200 word of research. Let's see how it's going to work on. One thing I noticed is ChatGPT is actually faster than DeepSeek because DeepSeek is a new model and everyone is on it, so it has a lot of traffic, so we can give that as an excuse. Now, ChatGPT has finished summarizing everything, and as you can see here, we said, using the 200 word of research, what are some risks of AI? Let's see what feedback is going to give us back. Now, ChatGPT is giving us feedback. As you can see, we have even gotten number 4, number 5, and that's actually how it's going. The first one, ChatGPT said bias and fairness, which is actually the first thing DeepSeek said, but in a different sentence. The second one is said privacy concern, which is actually what DeepSeek also said. The third one, job displacement, the same thing as DeepSeek. The fourth one, the fifth one, which is actually similar to DeepSeek, but the only difference between them is DeepSeek was a little bit more precise. It gave us multiple examples. So for that, I'm going to give DeepSeek a win. If you're coding, researching, or need precision, DeepSeek is a beast. Creativity and tone flexibility. When it comes to creativity, this is where things get spicy. Let's break it down. We're going to start with ChatGPT. We're going to give it a task saying brainstorm 10 viral YouTube videos ideas in tech 2025. And let's see what it's going to give us as feedback. ChatGPT is on the walk now. It's going through a process of reasoning. The first thing ChatGPT gave us was AI and automation trend. The first topic, it said, I let AI run my life for a week. Here's what happened. Most people will be curious, how did he run his life using AI? The second one, it said, the dark side of AI. What they are not telling you. This is actually a curiosity. It creates curiosity gap. The second stage is under the topic of programming and web development, which said, I built a website using only AI. Is web development dead? All web developers will want to know, where does their future stand? This actually creates curiosity. The fourth one, it said the future of web development in 2025. What you need to learn now. This is actually a good one. The third stage is tech challenges and experiments, which says I coded for 24 hours straight. Can I build the next big startup? This is actually very good. The sixth one said Mac versus Windows versus Linux. I used each for a week. Here's the truth. Very good. Now, let's use DeepSeek and see what we're going to get for the same task. Brainstorm 10 viral YouTube videos ideas in tech 2025. DeepSeek is on the walk now. The first YouTube idea DeepSeek gave us was AI-powered content creation. Build videos in 5 minutes. Automation is everywhere now. So everybody wants to know how to build an AI-powered content. This is actually very good. The second one DeepSeek gave us was VR live stream. Host a 360 tech event. So I like the way DeepSeek is giving us feedback because it's giving us ideas that are out of the box, which is actually very good. The third one DeepSeek said was interactive tech tutorials. Choose your own adventure. So actually, one thing I noticed about these 3 video ideas that DeepSeek is giving us, it's giving us a video idea that brings community together. It's just not about creating the video. It's about putting the communities together. That's the one thing I noticed about these video ideas that DeepSeek is giving us. The fourth one, it said eco-tech gadgets. Save the planet with this innovation. This is actually really good. The fifth one is futuristic smart homes in 2030 setup today. Wow, actually very good also. AI versus humans. Who code, design, and write better? Everybody will be curious to know. The seventh one, it said mind-blowing tech from CES 2025. Top 5 gadgets. Wow, really good. The eighth one, it said ethical tech expose. So between DeepSeek and ChatGPT, when it comes to this task we just gave it, who will you give a win? Let's hear a response in the comment section. DeepSeek is like ChatGPT with a Bloomberg terminal. But wait, ChatGPT has its super weapon. ChatGPT's ecosystem is unmatched. Here's why. ChatGPT works with a lot of apps. such as Slack, Google Sheets, and a lot of more. Its community has a 10x more tutorials, templates, and user guides. If you want AI that gets you and plays nice with your apps, ChatGPT still rules. Use DeepSeek if you need real data analysis, if you're a coder, researcher, or data nerd, or you want cutting edges, unfiltered creativity. Use DeepSeek for that. Use ChatGPT if you prioritize user-friendly, you want seamless app integration, and you love AI with personality. But why not use both? Which one among them do you really prefer? ChatGPT or DeepSeek? Let me hear it in the comment section. See you in my next video and check out our affiliate products. Are you tired of your clunky, outdated keyboard? Do you want to elevate your typing experience? Well, look no further because today I bring to you a Keychron K8 Pro. It's their first ever wireless mechanical keyboard that boasts premium aluminium frame. It has wireless connectivity that connects up to 3 different devices via Bluetooth 5.1 for seamless switching between devices, either your computer, your phone, or your tablet. The battery life is something else. It has a long battery life that provides up to 300 hours of usage with the backlight off, ensuring extended use without frequent charging. If you're interested in checking out more information about this product, the link is in the description of this video, or check my bio, you find the link there. And please take note, this is not a sponsored video, but an affiliate. So when you purchase something actually out of this product, I get a commission out of it, which is also a way of supporting my channel. So please, if you're interested in checking out more about this product, the link is in the description of this video, or check my bio. So with that, now let's head back to our video.